Welcome to your daily sports fix. I'm Scott Anthony Smith. After the wild card weekend in the NFL, I think we can all agree that everyone we thought would win did win. I know personally I was hoping the Steelers would edge the Ravens Saturday night, but as we look forward to the divisional games this weekend, there's some big matchups and there's plenty to talk about. With me today, Troy Peasley, one of Rockland PD's finest. Got my gridiron guru over here, Mark Haskell, and Patriots fanatic, Danny Simmons.
Super fan.
Super fan. Thank you guys for being in today.
Thank you.
And really quickly, before we even get talking about the playoffs and about the division round this weekend, Troy, I wanted to ask you, because I just caught in the paper that you've been on this Team Tom Brady. Yes. And I want to know a little more about Team Tom Brady, because there's a nice photo of you with Tom in the paper this week. I want to know more about it.
All right. Last year I joined Team Tom Brady, and it's to raise money for Best Buddies International. And when you sign up, it's kind of stressful because you give them your credit card, and they say you have to raise $1,500 by May. If not, we're charging you. And part of the benefits of joining is you get to meet Tom Brady in December every year. And this year, it was the second year. Last year I took my wife, and this year my wife joined me as well. She signed up, so we both have to raise the money. And this year we brought 2 of our kids with us. And they don't tell you where it is. They just send you an email and say, you know, don't share this information. And they tell you like 2 days before the event, and you go to Boston, you meet Tom Brady, and last year Julian Edelman was there, and this year also. It's a pretty cool event. And then in May we go down to Hyannisport, Massachusetts. Last year we ran a 5K, and this year we're doing a bike race. And last year Julian Edelman actually won the bike race. So.
That's awesome. Definitely a little jealous. You know, I like getting close enough when I'm at the games, you know, taking photos of the players coming out of the tunnel, but you know, that's pretty fun. That's
How
exciting.
did Tom Brady smell? I think that's what we want.
He smelled good. My stepson Brady said he smelled amazing, so we got him Stetson for Christmas because that's what he's the spokesman for Stetson Cologne.
That's too funny.
So when you shook his hand, was his hand really soft?
He will not shake hands.
Really?
They tell you that when you're lined up.
Wow.
They said you cannot shake his hand, but you can hug him, whatever. And last year when we met him, he put his arms out and hugged us in and said welcome. And this year,
Pretty cool.
I'm sure Liberace didn't shake hands either. But those are the tools, you know. You can't touch them. You can't,
Top
you
10
can't risk them.
right
there. Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's get into this talk. We got plenty going on. Looking at, I'm gonna save the good stuff for the end. So let's start with the NFC. We got Seattle and Carolina coming up. Seattle's defending champs. I know there's been a lot of talk about Wilson and their return. Sherman's doing a lot of talking. Danny, why don't we start with you? What do you think about the matchup with Cam Newton and Russell Wilson?
I think Seattle's going to kill him. To be honest with you, I think it's that simple. I know Carolina's started to play better, as the season's progressed, but who wins in Seattle?
Right.
And I don't think Carolina can do it. I really don't.
What about you, Troy?
I agree. I don't think anyone's beaten Seattle in Seattle. It doesn't matter if it's Carolina this week or Dallas or Green Bay next week. I don't think anyone can beat them. They started slow.
So you see the Seahawks taking it right to the Super Bowl?
Yes, they started slow, but they've put it together.
Yeah, I think you guys are right on. I mean, I don't see anyone beating Seattle. I mean, if Green Bay gets up there, maybe we'll see. But the thing about Russell Wilson that I really like is he's got that snap play action pass. It's just so fast, and he's got so many options with his legs, and he just moves really quickly. He's got and he's doing what Tom Brady used to do back in the day. He's making these receivers who are basically nobodies. He's making them household names in a lot of ways, and I see them winning this game easy.
He doesn't make
But
mistakes.
Seattle wins with the running game first. Let's
That's
not
fair.
kid ourselves with that. That's run first, and they have the best defense in football. That's what wins.
No,
Russell
whether
Wilson
that's
doesn't
a
win those
running
games
back, a
in-
fullback,
in
or it's
Seattle.
Wilson himself taking it. It's,
Yeah, but it starts with their run game and their defense. That's
He's a
what
game
wins
manager.
the Super Bowl.
Right.
Not Russell Wilson. He's not. He made some good throws in the Super Bowl last year, but I don't hang my hat on him as why they win Super Bowl.
Game manager though, he directs the ship.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does. He does.
Yeah.
But without the beast mode back there,
Yep.
what kind of quarterback is he
Just feed him
really?
plenty of Skittles, and
You
he'll
know.
get you to a touchdown. That's right.
But as far as what you said, you don't see anybody going up to Seattle winning. I disagree with you there. I really do. I think Dallas has a really good chance of going up there and beating them. I really do. And I know you got everyone in the world's looking at me like this guy's insane. But if they get by Green Bay, I think Dallas can do it.
You really
I
see
do.
Tony Romo going into
I do.
10-degree weather in Lambeau Field and winning that game?
I do. I really do. He's had that year. He's just look at the way he's played this year.
All
As
right, so
long as they
there's
don't turn the ball over.
So there's our Sunday game. That's the other NFC matchup is Green Bay against Dallas. So Mark, you're feeling
I think you have to go Green Bay. I mean, you know, what was it? I don't know what the stat is off the top of my head, but what Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown an interception in Lambeau since 2010, which I'm joking, obviously, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and I just see them up for this game. And you know, not that Dallas isn't, but Dallas has had, you know, coming off the Detroit game, you know, there were a lot of calls, a lot of questionable things. I think a lot of people are going to be questioning Dallas this weekend. I think that Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, I think they get it done.
Now, is anybody else following this resurgence with the Cowboys, or is it a resurgence? They're getting a lot of attention lately. They think to be a hot team. I mean, do you guys feel that can happen? You don't see it happening?
They almost look exactly like the team that won Super Bowls in Dallas.
Right.
Right? They have a
Three
really
superstars.
good receiver.
Yep.
They have arguably the best running back in the game. And Romo's no slouch, guys.
Yep.
I mean, he's a good quarterback. Aaron Rodgers hasn't practiced all week. I think that's going to be huge in this game.
Well,
I think Dallas beats them.
Mark even mentioned
I
last
really
week.
do.
You know, he said Tony's been considered for this kind of dark horse MVP. I mean, he's having that kind of, you know, high caliber season. So the matchup with Rodgers, I mean, who do you take? You think
I think Dallas is going to beat them.
You think Dallas might
I
take 'em?
really do. I think all the pressure is off Tony Romo now.
Yep.
He won a playoff game. They haven't done it in
Aided by the
years,
officials.
right? I don't agree with that. There was 8 minutes left in the game. Detroit got the ball with almost 3 minutes left in the game.
They
and
had a
couldn't
chance
do
to win.
nothing.
You're
So
right.
I
They had
don't
a
believe
chance
that
to
cost them the game.
Right,
Yeah, the
right.
refs blew that, but that didn't cost them the game. I don't agree there.
They didn't get any points in the second half, Detroit. So
Detroit didn't do anything with the football.
What does Aaron Rodgers say? Just relax.
just relax.
Just
But
relax.
yes,
Everything's gonna
I
be
think
fine.
Dallas does beat Green Bay this week.
All right. And Troy, who are you taking?
I disagree. I say Green Bay all the way.
You say Green
It's gonna
Bay?
be
Green Bay.
You're
freezing
thinking
up
Green
there.
Bay's taking it. All right, so we'll see if Danny gets the call on there with Romo. All right, back over to the AFC. Denver and Indy. We've got the old Colts quarterback with the new Colts quarterback. We've got Peyton Manning lined up with Andrew Luck. Who do we take?
You know, I'm on the fence with this one. I'm not sure. I mean, Manning, his history in the playoffs, he's junk,
Right.
for lack of a better term.
Now they met in week one. Now, take
7 points.
it was week one, but it was
Yeah.
only a touchdown differential. You know, but again, going into the playoffs, you know, the Colts are looking good. They've obviously made it, you know, far enough to be the fourth seed, you know, in the AFC in these playoffs. What do you think is going to happen, Mark, with them going into Denver?
I mean, I think I'm taking Denver, but not for the reasons you think. I mean, Peyton Manning, he's been, you know, there's been questions about his arm. Is the strength still there? Have they been hiding it? But they've been hiding it well because C.J. Anderson, if you can run the ball up the middle, and you know, Indy's, I mean, I said it last week. I mean, Indy did beat Cincinnati, but you know, Cincinnati didn't have A.J. Green. Their defense has been suspect, and I can just see Denver going in and just running the ball, opening up the play action. I don't think Peyton Manning's going to have to do a lot. I think they win.
I agree with you.
I think Indy doesn't have a running game at all, and Denver's on their third string running back, but he's doing great. And I know Peyton's been awful the last 5 weeks, but I see Denver winning that game.
Yep.
I think it depends on what Andrew Luck does. I mean, in the games he plays that he doesn't turn the ball over, they do well. But when he starts forcing it and he throws picks, that's when they lose. So
Right.
I think it can go either way, but I will give the edge to Denver because they can run the ball, and the Colts have been known to give up a lot of yards. I mean, look what they gave up to the Pats.
In Denver, Mile High Stadium, that's a great home field advantage.
It is.
Right.
It is. And it was, what, a 7-point spread the first time they played this year? And that was that in Denver or was that in Denver the first game?
That's a good
I
question.
think it was.
I think.
I think it was. And that was a 7-point spread. So I guess we're looking for a close game, but I do give the edge to Denver.
All right. We're getting ready to wrap up, but we have one more big game to talk about. Obviously, it's Baltimore and New England. There's been plenty of hype.
Patriots are playing?
There
Oh, wow.
there are plenty.
What's your team?
Oh, Mark's team isn't even in the playoffs. We're not even going to talk about Mark's
who's
team.
his team?
He's a Phillies guy.
Yeah, we're Eagles.
You're
yeah,
an Eagles fan?
We're trying to have
Oh
a good
my
time.
God.
We're trying to have a good time.
All right.
So, all right.
They lost
So,
their quarterback.
there's been plenty of talk about the Baltimore Ravens in the past few years in the playoffs. But again, personally, I feel that we're going to see, with all of this talk, I think it's going to be one of those games where the Patriots still come out with a lot of different weapons, and I think they're going to use special teams. Gronk's healthy. I think you're going to see them take this by a couple scores. So, Mark, who do you take?
Well, I think that of the teams left in the AFC, I think Baltimore is the team that has the most probability to give New England trouble. However, that being said, I think New England, I mean, you know, they've got a healthy defense. They've got a healthy Gronkowski. We talked about it off air earlier. I think this is a game that's going to be close into the fourth quarter, but I see New England probably scoring late. I think they pull away easy.
Troy?
I agree. I think New England will win the game. I think they always show up when they need to, and Baltimore has given them trouble the last few years, but I picked New England, definitely.
All right, Danny, send us out.
Super fan.
Oh yeah, no, I love this game.
Give us the stats. Give us the details.
I'll give you some stats. Baltimore's defense, if you look, their passing defense, every good quarterback they played this year, they've given up over 300 yards passing. And Drew Brees put up 420 yards of offense on them. So, no, I'm not scared of this Baltimore team. I'm really not. We've used the excuses of no Gronk, no defense. They got it this year. They got a healthy Gronk. They got a great pass defense. I think New England routes them. I really do. I think they do the hurry up, no huddle offense early. They get the defense winded, and I think New England rolls, beats them by 17.
They don't have Rice. They don't have Lewis.
Right.
Of course, the other factor is you have the Steve Smith. Steve Smith coming in. I mean, he's part of that Carolina team that lost to them in that second Super Bowl that the Pats won. He's coming back. Maybe he's got a little chip on his shoulder. I mean, they've got Revis, they've got Browner. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's going to make a difference, but I'm just saying, you got a player like that, a veteran player with a chip on his shoulder. Maybe he makes some big plays.
He could make one, but I give the edge to Revis in that. I really do. I really do.
And he's been another, again, outstanding player all of a sudden coming in with the Patriots this year. So, going to be plenty to see this weekend, but for everything sports around here, check out the Sports Fix anytime on Time Warner 88, online at VStv.me, and on Facebook. Get your game updates from this guy on the sports page at villagesoup.com. That's all we got for you today. So for Mark, Danny, Troy, keep your eye on the ball.